Would you end a relationship for cheating? Or you give him a second chance?
I give him a second chance. Everybody cheat. Women cheat too.
Damn, that was quick.
We be cheating. We just don't get caught.
Cause y'all, cause women are like cat. They got padded feet. Can't hear them. They tiptoeing in silence.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, a lot of times guys are not as messy as women. See, guys will keep down on the hush hush. Women, y'all gonna be telling.
Nah. It's the other way around.
Guys be telling. They be.
Man, women don't say shit. Maybe to our friends, but it's never going.
But see that yes out. It's gonna get out. Cause friends, y'all gonna have a falling out. Cause you know it's just a matter of time before y'all fall out, and they gonna tell all your business. And then what?
No, I'm not. Like, I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, just hear me out. I hate to say this, but I feel like men cheat. Like, all men cheat, but you have to get to that point where you grown enough to just feel like, okay, I'm not in that era no more, so I'm not leaving my man for cheating once. Maybe I'm probably gonna give him like 4 times.
4? Damn.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to get your number. 4 times, Joy?
I'm not gonna lie, I got a little patience. I
like that.
But when I told you when I get the fuck
Would you get that?
When I get the fuck on, you gonna miss me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question. That Neyo situation, you see Neyo, I think Neyo got like 3 girls.
Man, Neo's serving. No, I'm just playing. I just think for each his own. I feel like he living in his truth. That's all that matters. Because he could be like manipulating women. He could be lying. He could be deceiving women. I feel like you have to live in your truth. If that's what worked for him and the women that's involved, they happy, that's what they want to do. I feel like what works for you may not work for the next person.
Right.
Everybody don't like apples. Everybody don't like oranges.
Right.
If that's what he likes and that's his truth, he have to live in his truth. And he got women that's...
Could you okay being on the roster? Or you got to be, you got to be 1? Can you be like 3 on the roster? Or you got to be on the totem pole?
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
You see this face? You see... Baby, I just can't do a roster. I'm not gonna lie. I probably can start with like a team.
Yeah.
But by the time halftime come, halftime,
yeah,
you gotta go in the locker room with the coach.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about
make adjustment.
Hey. Either we for to win this game, babe, or we for to hang these cleats up.
Right. Let me ask you a question. When you heard that you were dating Stephon Diggs, how did that... See, how did that come out?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
What was the question?
They say you were dating Stephon Diggs.
Where that came from?
Internet.
You can't believe everything you said on the internet. You just said that, right?
Oh,
thank you.
So let me ask you a question. What's the youngest? You're 31. What's the youngest you date?
25.
25, okay. Mm-hmm. What do you learn about relationships? Being who you are, being a public figure. You mentioned you have kids, but what have you learned about relationships?
Men lie, women lie.
You just accept it. So what do you believe? So guy, if you believe men lie, women lie, so what do you believe to be true?
Nothing. I don't know. I just think that I think that you really have to date. You really have to find your person. I think you know your person when you get with a person. Like, it's really about the feeling, the connection, with the bond that you share with a person. Like, y'all have to be on the same page. That's the only way it's gonna work. Anything else is just women lie, men lie. That's some real shit I learned that like everybody be lying.
And you don't even get mad about it, huh?
I'm just the type of person. It's like,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Born in Miami, raised in Miami. How did being raised in Miami, how did that shape the person that we see sitting here today?
Ooh, it's a fast life. Everything is fast. And I think that like we go through so much at a young age that it made me the woman that I am. I think that like going to school, I dealt with the, like worries may hurt you. Just everything that come at you in life. Like my mama went to prison when I was younger. I had to raise my brother and sister. So I've been through the hardship that built me into like, nobody can tear me down. I done been through this shit in high school, just being raised in Miami, like coming from like my Brownlee, they sold drugs, like I done been through everything in life. So it's like, it just molded me into who I am. Like nothing can really break me. I done been through this shit. Like I feel like I was raised off of hardship.
You mentioned your mom went to prison and you had to raise your siblings. Do you feel you was robbed of your childhood? that you didn't get an opportunity to be a teenager, a young woman?
I appreciate it. I think that if I never been through that, I probably would have like not be able to handle what was dealt with me like now. You know how like some people, you think about like, people that commit suicide, like what made them commit suicide? They wasn't strong enough. They didn't have the mentality. They wasn't built for it. Like they didn't know how to get to the next level. I think that like going through all that hardship at a young age, like life is life, no matter how you shape it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't predict life. You can't say like, I could have had the best childhood.
Right.
God put me in that position and have me able to navigate where I'm at right now. And I think that like I needed that.
Wow. What type of student were you? Were you a good girl in school or were you popular? So how were you in school?
I always been popular. Always had, I had a car at like what, 15, 16. Always was in designer. Always been,
Damn.
Nails did, hair did.
You been that, huh?
Always was a cheerleader, jump high, could split. Just
And cheerleaders, day athletes.
I like the basketball players though.
Yeah, the athletes.
I had a basketball.
I know
player.
you did. See, everyone try to pretend like you.
Oof. But yeah, I always like I always been an it girl. Always had this personality. Always was fun.
I read you say you was hood famous.
I was.
What's hood famous?
Like I don't even like I was getting booked. And I wasn't even nobody. Like I used to do like little club hostings back in Miami for $500 to $1,000.
Damn. You been getting bread for a minute, huh?
I used to do like little bookies, yeah. Like 500 was the least I took to 1,000. The 1,000
So you
was
been
the
a
most.
hustler.
I used to have like I used to sell wigs. It was called the wig gala,
Right.
like the Met Gala.
Let me ask you this. How did you become popular on the internet before you even started a rap career?
Because like my mom, she had a name for herself. Like my mom always dated like, like the drug dealers and all of that. So she was kind of like tricking Trina. Like that was my godmom.
Right.
And she just was one of those. She wasn't a rapper, but she grew up with the celebrities of Miami. So then she had a daughter.
You mentioned that Trina is your godmother. Is that why you got into rap? What happened? Why did you get into rap?
I ain't gonna lie, Chase. He called me one time. It was like, Krisha, let's rap. I'm like, what? Let's do what?
Who did?
JT.
Okay.
She called me one time. I was like, that shit, she like, I used to have beef. We used to have beef in where we was from. And she wanted to make a diss track about these girls, but we ended up going to the studio and making a song called F***er. So she actually.
How you gonna make a diss track about girls, then somehow you making one that FD dudes?
I don't know, because the beat was like, Dad, we had sample Kaya.
Yeah.
It was, we just started dissing.
Is it true you used to go to Trick Daddy pool parties? You didn't?
Probably not like his adult pool parties, but I've been in his videos.
Right.
But I've never been to one of his pool parties.
What about Rick Ross? You know Ross?
Yeah, I know Ross.
I like Ross.
Ross used to hang with my brother daddy. But yeah, I know Ross.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before two something.